This is not rumor. This is not gossip. This is a documented account from someone who claims she was there, hidden from view, silenced for years. What you're about to hear involves secret agreements, hidden pregnancies, and questions about the royal line of succession itself. Stay with us until the very end, because this story gets more shocking with every detail. Let's begin. She's clearly doing this because she's trying to prove something to the mainstream media. The mainstream media means the major news organizations like newspapers, TV news channels, and big websites that most people watch and trust. Because now they're starting to talk about this whole birth being fake, being made up, coming from Meghan. So she's trying to put out there to the haters. Haters means people who dislike her and criticize her online. Look, it is me giving birth. CC. I'm in the hospital dancing like a skank is a disrespectful word for someone behaving in a wild or inappropriate way. She's got form for strapping on baby bumps. Got form means she has a history of doing something, a pattern of behavior. Strapping on baby bumps means attaching fake pregnant bellies to her body. There's something very wrong with that shape, in my view. The shape being talked about here is the shape of the pregnant belly, how it looks and moves. I think they split within 12 months. Split means break up, end their marriage, separate from each other. This story is developing today. Developing means growing, getting bigger, with new information coming out. It was the job that went around the world for all the wrong reasons. A job here means an attempt to do something, an action taken. Going around the world means it spread everywhere. Everyone heard about it. For all the wrong reasons means people were talking about it because it seemed suspicious or wrong, not because it was good. Asterisk, asterisk. If you want to hear the full investigation and stay updated on this developing story, make sure you subscribe to Royal Daily Report right now. We're the only channel bringing you these detailed investigations. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Asterisk, asterisk, Meghan Markle believed that she would finally put to rest the ongoing speculation. Put to rest means to end something, to stop people from talking about it. Ongoing means continuing, still happening. Speculation means guessing, theories, people wondering and discussing without having proof. And I believe very accurate speculation. Accurate means correct, true, right? That she had been wearing a moon bump. A moon bump is a fake pregnant belly, a prosthetic device that makes someone look pregnant when they're not. Given that if these children were not born by Meghan Markle's body, then they are unable to sit in the line of succession. Let me explain this carefully. The line of succession means the order of people who can become king or queen. If you're in the line of succession, you have the right to inherit the throne someday. But this right depends on legitimacy. Legitimacy means being legally and officially recognized, being genuine and real according to the rules. In royal families, legitimacy is extremely important because it determines who can rule. The royal line of succession we're talking about includes Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. These are Meghan and Harry's 2 children. If these children were not actually born from Meghan's body, if someone else gave birth to them, then, according to royal law, they cannot be in the line of succession. They would not have the legal right to ever become king or queen. Then this video appeared. And let's take a look at some of it, because this video has horrified so many people. Horrified means shocked, disturbed, made people feel upset and concerned, because Meghan quite clearly, here is in some type of moon bump. This is not a natural body position. A natural body position means how a pregnant woman's body would normally look and move. This didn't look natural. That's before you even get to the fact she was never meant to exist in the story. She here refers to another woman who we'll learn about, someone who was supposedly hidden from the public. For years, the public saw one version of events. A version means a particular telling of a story, one way of explaining what happened. A royal love story, to pregnancies, and the arrival of children presented as symbols of a modern monarchy. Symbols means representations, examples that stand for something larger. A modern monarchy means a royal family that's updated for today's world, that fits with current times. Everything appeared polished, controlled, and complete. Polished means refined, perfected, made to look flawless. Controlled means carefully managed, with nothing left to chance. Complete means whole, with no missing pieces. But behind that carefully maintained image, another woman says she was hidden away, silenced, and erased. Hidden away means kept out of sight, not allowed to be seen. Silenced means not allowed to speak or tell her story. Erased means removed from the record as if she never existed. She goes by the initials DL. This means she uses the letters D and L instead of her full name to protect her identity. According to her account means her version of what happened, her story. She wasn't a witness. A witness means someone who sees something happen but doesn't participate. She wasn't an assistant. An assistant means someone who helps but plays a supporting role. She wasn't a background figure watching events unfold from a distance. A background figure means someone unimportant, not central to the story. Unfold means happen, develop, play out. She claims she was the woman who carried the children. Carried means was pregnant with, grew the babies in her body. Both of them from conception to delivery. Conception means when pregnancy begins, when the baby starts growing. Delivery means birth. When the baby comes out, this investigation goes deeper than you can imagine. If you're not subscribed to Royal Daily Report yet, do it now. We're bringing you information that nobody else will touch. Subscribe and join thousands who want the real truth. DL says her silence was not a choice. It was a condition. A condition means a requirement, something that must happen, a rule she had to follow. For years, she stayed quiet, bound by agreements. Bound means tied to, required to follow, legally obligated. Agreements means contracts, legal documents that both sides sign. These agreements promised privacy in exchange for disappearance. Privacy means being left alone, having your information kept secret. In exchange for means, in return for, as payment for. Disappearance means vanishing, leaving, being removed from public view completely. No interviews, meaning she couldn't talk to reporters or tell her story to the media. No acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means recognition, admitting someone exists or played a role. No identity, meaning no one could know who she was, just a life lived outside the public record. Public record means official documents that people can see, information that's available to everyone. She had to live as if she didn't exist in any official way, while someone else stepped forward as the face of motherhood. Stepped forward means came into public view, presented themselves. The face of motherhood means the person everyone sees and recognizes as the mother. Now she says that silence has become impossible to maintain. Maintain means keep, continue, hold on to. The silence has become impossible to keep because the weight of the secret has become too heavy. Because the story the world accepted, she claims, was never the full story. The full story means the complete truth. Everything that really happened, not just the version the public was told. DL describes an arrangement designed to leave no fingerprints. An arrangement means a plan, an agreement, a setup between different parties. Leave no fingerprints is a phrase that means leave no evidence, no trace, no proof that something happened. Like when criminals wear gloves so they don't leave fingerprints at a crime scene. She says she was recruited through a discreet high-level agency. Recruited means selected and hired, brought into the plan. Discreet means secret, quiet, not obvious. High level means expensive, exclusive, dealing with important or wealthy people. An agency means a company or organization that provides specific services. Operating far from public view. Operating means working, doing business. Far from public view means hidden, where regular people can't see or know about it. The mission, as she understood it, was simple and absolute. A mission means a task, an assignment, a job to complete. Absolute means complete, total, with no room for changes or exceptions. Carry the pregnancies, meaning be pregnant with the babies, let them grow in her body. Follow medical instructions without question, meaning do exactly what doctors tell you. Don't ask why, don't refuse. And then step away permanently once the children were born. Step away means leave, go away, remove yourself. Permanently means forever, never to return. There would be no acknowledgement, no connection, no future role. No acknowledgement means no one would admit she existed or what she did. No connection means no relationship with the children or the family afterward. No future role means no part to play in what happens next. She claims she was placed under strict conditions. Strict means rigid, severe, with no flexibility. Conditions means rules, requirements, limits on what she could do. Her movements were controlled. Movements means where she could go, what she could do physically. Controlled means decided by someone else, not free. Her contact with the outside world was cut off. Contact means communication, interaction, connection. The outside world means everyone and everything beyond where she was kept. Cut off means stopped completely, blocked, made impossible. No phone calls, no visits, no personal freedoms that might create a trail. Personal freedoms means basic rights to do what you want, see who you want, go where you want. Create a trail means leave evidence, leave records that someone could follow later to discover the truth. Her life became a rotation of monitored rest, medical appointments, and silence. A rotation means a cycle, a repeated pattern. Monitored means watched, observed, checked on constantly. Rest means time to relax and let her body recover. Medical appointments means scheduled meetings with doctors to check on the pregnancy. Asterisk, asterisk, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Daily Report because this story has more shocking details coming. We investigate what others ignore. Hit that subscribe button now and don't miss what happens next. Asterisk, asterisk, according to her account, this wasn't cruelty. Cruelty means being mean, causing pain on purpose, treating someone badly for no reason. It was precision. Precision means exactness, careful planning, doing things in a very specific, controlled way. Everything was designed to ensure one outcome. Designed means planned, created with purpose. Ensure means make certain, guarantee. One outcome means one specific result, one goal. The pregnancies would happen, and no one outside a very small circle would ever know how. A very small circle means a tiny group of people, just a few insiders who were part of the plan. DL says she signed detailed agreements. Detailed means thorough, covering every small point, very specific. Documents that outlined compensation, confidentiality, and complete erasure. Outlined means described, laid out, explained. Compensation means payment, money given in return for services. Confidentiality means keeping secrets, not telling anyone. Complete erasure means total removal from the record, being made to disappear as if she never existed. Once the children were delivered, she would vanish from the narrative entirely. Vanish means disappear completely. The narrative means the story being told. Entirely means completely, totally, with nothing left. As if she had never existed, meaning no trace of her would remain. And for a long time, she did exactly that. For years, silence protected the story. Then silence stopped working. DL now claims she possesses materials that move this out of the realm of narrative and into the realm of law. Possesses means, has, owns, keeps. Materials means documents, evidence, physical proof. The realm of narrative means the world of stories, things people say and tell. The realm of law means the legal system, courts, where proof matters more than stories. She alleges the existence of signed agreements, alleges means, claims, states, says that something is true. The existence means that these things exist, that they're real. Signed agreements means contracts that people put their signatures on, making them legally binding. Medical documentation, meaning records from doctors, hospitals, and medical facilities that prove the pregnancies happened. Pregnancy timelines, meaning dates and schedules showing when each pregnancy began and ended. Ultrasounds, meaning medical images of babies inside the womb, pictures taken during pregnancy to see how the baby is developing, and written correspondence between legal teams and the agency that managed the arrangement. Correspondence means letters, emails, messages back and forth. Legal teams means lawyers working together. The agency that managed the arrangement means the company that set up and controlled this whole plan. This is no longer about interpretation. Interpretation means how someone explains something, one person's opinion about what events mean. It's about evidence. Evidence means proof, facts that can be tested and verified, not just stories. According to source claims, sources means people providing information. Insiders who know what happened, DL has retained legal counsel. Retained means hired and kept. Legal counsel means lawyers, attorneys who give legal advice and represent someone in court, and is prepared to testify under oath. Testify means to officially tell what you know in court. Under oath means after swearing to tell the truth, with legal consequences if you lie. When you testify under oath in court, lying is a crime called perjury. She has agreed to DNA testing. DNA testing means scientific tests that prove biological relationships, that can prove whether someone is the parent of a child, not privately, not quietly, but through formal legal channels. Formal legal channels means the official legal system, through courts and proper procedures, not secretly. That changes everything. Once legal processes begin, public relations no longer control the pace. Legal processes means court cases, legal procedures, official investigations. Public relations means managing how the public sees you, controlling your image. Control the pace means decide how fast things move and what people learn. Evidence does. Timelines do. Verification does. Timelines means schedules of when things happened. Verification means proving that something is true, checking facts. Asterisk, asterisk. If you're shocked by these revelations, you need to subscribe to Royal Daily Report immediately. We're the only channel giving you this level of detailed investigation. Subscribe now so you don't miss a single update. Asterisk, asterisk. At that point, no amount of silence can pause what's coming. Pause means stop temporarily, slow down. What's coming means the consequences, what will happen next. And behind palace walls, this shift has not gone unnoticed. Behind palace walls means inside the royal family, among the people in power. This shift means this change in the situation has not gone unnoticed, means people have definitely noticed, people are paying attention. While DL says she lived in isolation, another story was unfolding in public. Lived in isolation means lived alone, separated from others, hidden away. Unfolding means happening, developing, playing out. Cameras followed Meghan Markle through appearances, interviews, and carefully staged moments. Appearances means public events where she was seen. Carefully staged means planned and arranged for cameras, not spontaneous or natural. There were smiles, soft lighting, and a visible pregnancy presented as natural, joyful, and entirely seamless. Soft lighting means gentle, flattering light that makes someone look good. A visible pregnancy means you could see she looked pregnant. Presented as means shown to be, made to appear. Natural means normal, real, not fake. Joyful means happy, full of joy. Entirely seamless means perfectly smooth, without any problems or gaps. The image was confident, reassuring, controlled. Confident means showing certainty and self-assurance. Reassuring means making people feel comfortable and convinced, removing doubt. But according to DL, those two realities were happening at the same time. Two realities means two completely different situations, two separate versions of truth. She describes herself enduring the physical strain of pregnancy in silence. Enduring means suffering through, experiencing something difficult. The physical strain means the hardness on the body, the pain and difficulty of being pregnant. While watching from afar, as someone else received the attention, the praise, and the recognition that traditionally follows motherhood, from afar means from a distance, not being there in person. The attention means people looking at you, caring about you. The praise means compliments, positive comments, people saying nice things. Recognition means being acknowledged, being known, and celebrated. Traditionally follows means, usually comes with, is normally part of. One woman carried the biological weight of the pregnancies. The biological weight means the actual physical experience, the real body changes and challenges. Another carried the public role. The public role means the image, the appearance, what everyone sees and celebrates. The contrast, she says, was intentional. Contrast means difference, the gap between two things. Intentional means done on purpose. Public visibility required consistency. Public visibility means being seen by everyone. Required means needed, demanded. Consistency means staying the same, looking the same, having a steady appearance without changes. Silence required obedience. Obedience means following orders, doing what you're told, not questioning or resisting. DL claims she understood the imbalance, even accepted it at the time. The imbalance means the unfairness, the inequality. One person getting everything while the other gets nothing. Accepted it means agreed to it, was okay with it, didn't fight against it. The arrangement wasn't about fairness, it was about outcome. Outcome means result, what happens in the end, the final goal. The children would arrive, the story would remain intact, and the world would never question how it all happened. Remain intact means stay whole, not break apart, not be questioned or doubted. Until now, because once two pregnancies exist in two separate realities, one hidden, one performed, the question becomes unavoidable. Unavoidable means impossible to escape, can't be ignored, must be faced. If one woman was never allowed to speak, what else was never allowed to surface? Surface means come out, become known, appear publicly. And how long can a story built on silence hold together before it begins to fracture? Hold together means stay whole, remain believable, not fall apart. Fracture means crack, break, come apart. Asterisk, asterisk, don't miss any part of this investigation. Subscribe to Royal Daily Report right now. We're committed to bringing you the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it makes powerful people. Hit that subscribe button. Asterisk, asterisk, royal births are never quiet. For generations, generations means many decades, the time it takes for one group of people to be born, grow up, and have their own children. They have followed a rigid, almost ceremonial pattern. Rigid means strict, unchanging, always the same. Almost ceremonial means like a ceremony, formal and traditional. A pattern means a repeated way of doing things. Doctors appear on hospital steps. This is a tradition where the doctors who delivered the baby come outside the hospital and officially announce the birth to waiting reporters. Official confirmations are witnessed. Official confirmations means formal announcements from authorities. Witnessed means seen and verified by other people, not just claimed by one person. Details are logged, signed, and verified. Logged means written down in official records. Signed means people put their signatures on documents. Verified means checked and confirmed to be true. These rituals exist for one reason only: to remove doubt. Rituals means repeated ceremonies, traditional practices. Remove doubt means eliminate questions, make sure nobody can question whether something really happened. But in this case, those footsteps never appeared. Footsteps here means those traditional practices, those steps that always happen. There were no doctors standing outside the hospital. No immediate photographs. Immediate means right away, instantly. No traditional confirmations that usually accompany the birth of a child tied to the line of succession. Accompany means go along with, happen at the same time as. Tied to the line of succession means connected to who can become king or queen, having a place in the royal order. Instead, the public received a simple announcement. A press release, a statement that read as if several steps had been skipped. A press release means an official written statement sent to news organizations. Several steps had been skipped. Means parts of the normal process were left out. The children had arrived. That was all anyone was told. At the time, it was framed as modernity. Framed as means, presented as, explained as. Modernity means being modern, being updated fitting today's world. A break from tradition, meaning doing things differently than they've always been done. A desire for privacy. Desire means want, wish. Privacy means keeping things personal, not sharing with the public. But privacy and protocol are not the same thing. Protocol means the official procedure, the formal rules that must be followed. One can exist without eliminating the other. Eliminating means removing, getting rid of completely. This sentence means you can have privacy and still follow the basic official procedures. This time, the system that exists to document royal legitimacy simply wasn't there. Document means record, write down officially. Royal legitimacy means the official legal status of being truly royal, being genuinely part of the royal family with all legal rights. According to source claims, questions were discouraged behind closed doors. Discouraged means pushed away, told not to ask, made to feel those questions weren't welcome. Behind closed doors means in private meetings, not in public. Not delayed. Delayed means postponed, put off until later. Not answered quietly. Answered quietly means responded to in private. Discouraged, meaning people were told not to ask at all. The absence of procedure wasn't explained. The absence means the lack of, the missing. Procedure means the official steps that should happen. It was accepted, meaning people just went along with it, didn't push back. And when institutions built on record-keeping allow gaps, those gaps eventually invite attention. Institutions means established organizations with rules and procedures. Built on record-keeping means based on keeping careful records and documents. Allow gaps means let there be missing pieces, blank spots in the records. Eventually, invite attention means sooner or later these missing pieces make people curious and suspicious. For a while, the image held means the appearance was maintained, the story stayed believable. public appearances continued. The pregnancy narrative moved forward as expected. The pregnancy narrative means the story of the pregnancy, how it was presented to the public. Moved forward means progressed, developed over time. As expected means in the normal way, how people thought it would. But gradually, moments began to surface that didn't quite align with what people recognized as normal physical changes. Gradually means slowly, bit by bit, over time. Surface means come out, become visible, be noticed. Didn't quite align means didn't match up, didn't fit together properly. Normal physical changes means how a woman's body typically changes during pregnancy. Not all at once, not dramatically. Dramatically means in a big, obvious way, just enough to feel off. Feel off means seem wrong, appear strange, make people uncomfortable without knowing exactly why. There were appearances where the pregnancy seemed unusually large, unusually low. Unusually means more than normal, strangely, not typical. Large means big in size. Low means positioned lower on the body than expected. Moments where movement caused sharp creases instead of soft shifts. Sharp creases means hard lines, folds that shouldn't be there. Instead of soft shifts means rather than smooth movements, natural changes in shape. Instances where the silhouette appeared inconsistent from one setting to another. Instances means occasions, times when something happened. Silhouette means outline, the shape seen from the side. Inconsistent means not matching, different at different times. From one setting to another means from one event to the next, in different places. Individually, none of these moments proved anything. Individually means by themselves, taken one at a time. Proved means showed for certain, established as fact. But patterns don't rely on a single frame. Patterns means repeated occurrences that form a recognizable shape. Rely on means depend on, need. A single frame means one picture, one moment in time. They rely on repetition. Repetition means the same thing happening again and again. According to claims now emerging, emerging means coming out, becoming known. These weren't natural variations. Natural variations means normal differences that naturally occur. DL alleges the use of specially designed prosthetic pregnancy bellies. Prosthetic means artificial, fake, not real. Specially designed means made specifically for this purpose. Pregnancy bellies means fake stomachs that make someone look pregnant, molded to match different stages. Molded means shaped, formed. To match different stages means to look like different months of pregnancy, from small to large. Worn to maintain a consistent public image. Worn means put on, attached to the body. Maintain means keep, preserve. A consistent public image means a steady appearance that doesn't raise questions. She claims each appearance was rehearsed. Rehearsed means practiced beforehand, planned out, and repeated until perfect. Each angle considered. Angle means the position from which photos are taken, how cameras see something. Each moment, curated. Curated means carefully selected and controlled, chosen for a specific effect. The goal wasn't deception for attention. Deception means lying, tricking people. For attention means to get people to notice you. It was consistency for credibility. Credibility means believability, trustworthiness, the quality of being believed. But consistency only works when nothing goes wrong. And eventually, something did. Then came the video that changed the tone of everything. Changed the tone means shifted how people felt, altered the mood of the conversation. A hospital room, a visibly pregnant Meghan Markle, music playing, movement meant to suggest labor was near. Labor means the process of giving birth when contractions start and the baby begins to come out. Was near means was about to happen soon. The message was clear. This is real, this is happening, and nothing is hidden. But instead of closing the discussion, the video intensified it. Closing the discussion means ending the debate, stopping the questions. Intensified means made stronger, increased, made worse. Too many observers, the moment felt staged rather than spontaneous. Observers means people watching. Felt staged means seemed planned and fake. Rather than spontaneous means, instead of natural and unplanned, spontaneous means happening naturally without planning. Not intimate, but performative. Intimate means private, personal, genuine. Performative means done for show, acting, performing for an audience. It wasn't the act itself that raised eyebrows. The act itself means what was actually happening in the video. Raised eyebrows means made people suspicious, caused doubt. It was the timing and intention behind it. Timing means when it was released. Intention means purpose, reason for doing something. The video arrived not during the pregnancy, but much later, as questions were beginning to circulate quietly. Circulate means spread around, be discussed among people. According to those familiar with crisis management means dealing with problems and emergencies. Controlling damage to your reputation. This is a classic misstep. Classic means typical, well-known. A misstep means a mistake, a wrong move. When proof arrives after doubt, it rarely reassures. Proof means evidence. After doubt means after people have already become suspicious. Rarely means not often, almost never. Reassures means makes people feel better, removes their concerns. It invites scrutiny. Invites means welcomes, causes to happen. Scrutiny means close examination, careful inspection, detailed attention. Rather than grounding the narrative, the video made the situation feel rehearsed. Grounding the narrative means making the story feel solid and believable, based in reality, as though authenticity was being demonstrated rather than lived. Authenticity means realness, genuineness. Demonstrated means shown, proved, rather than lived means instead of simply existing naturally. And from that moment on, the conversation shifted. The focus was no longer on whether the public should believe the story. The focus means the center of attention, what people are thinking about, but on why the story suddenly needed reinforcing at all. Reinforcing means strengthening, supporting, proving again. Once that shift happens, control becomes fragile. Fragile means weak, easily broken, delicate. And the image that once felt unshakable begins to crack. Unshakable means solid, stable, impossible to disturb. Asterisk, asterisk. This investigation keeps getting more shocking. If you're not subscribed to Royal Daily Report, you're missing crucial information. Subscribe now and stay informed about what really happens in the royal family. Asterisk, asterisk stories can be argued. Documents are harder to dismiss. Argued means debated, discussed, with different opinions. Dismiss means wave away, say they don't matter, ignore. When the official birth records became public, something immediately stood out. Official birth records means the legal documents that prove a baby was born. Became public means were released where people could see them. Stood out means was obvious. Caught attention, seemed strange. Meghan Markle's legal name, Rachel Meghan Markle, was missing. Legal name means official name, the name on legal documents. Was missing means wasn't there, had been left out. In its place appeared a title, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. A title means a formal name showing rank or position, not a personal name. At first, this was brushed off as administrative confusion. Brushed off means dismissed as unimportant, not taken seriously. Administrative confusion means a mix-up in paperwork, a clerical error. One side quietly suggested the palace handled it. Quietly suggested means said without much noise. Hinted. The palace handled it means the royal family's staff dealt with the paperwork. The palace, just as quietly suggested, it came from Meghan's camp. Meghan's camp means Meghan's team, her people, her staff and representatives. No one took responsibility. No one offered a clear explanation. But according to DL, this wasn't an accident at all. She claims the alteration was deliberate. Alteration means change. Deliberate means intentional, done on purpose, planned. Part of a legal strategy designed to blur responsibility and shield the underlying truth. A legal strategy means a planned approach using legal methods. Blur responsibility means make it unclear who is accountable. Shield means protect, hide. The underlying truth means the real truth beneath the surface. Titles don't give birth, people do. This is a simple but powerful statement. A title like Duchess is just a position, not a human being who can physically have a baby. And when paperwork shifts focus away from an individual and toward an institution, it becomes harder to trace accountability. Shifts focus means changes attention. Away from an individual means from a specific person. Toward an institution means to an organization, a system. Trace accountability means follow who is responsible, figure out who did what. In royal systems, documentation is everything. Documentation means paperwork, records, written proof. Names matter. Records matter. They establish lineage, legitimacy, and legal standing. Establish means create, prove, set up officially. Lineage means family line, ancestry, bloodline. Legal standing means official position in the law, rights, and status. When something as basic as a mother's name is altered, it raises a question that cannot be ignored. As basic as means, as simple and fundamental as important as, why change what didn't need changing? Until now, the story could still be framed as personal controversy. Framed as means, presented as, understood as. Personal controversy means a private scandal, something involving individuals' private lives. That illusion ends here. Illusion means false impression, something that seems true but isn't. DL claims Prince Harry was not a distant observer. A distant observer means someone far away who just watches but isn't involved. She alleges he knew about the arrangement, that he visited her during the pregnancy, that he even wrote a handwritten letter expressing gratitude after the births. Expressing gratitude means showing thanks, saying thank you. If true, this doesn't just implicate a couple. Implicate means show involvement in something wrong, connect someone to wrongdoing. A couple means just two people, Meghan and Harry. It implicates the line of succession itself. This means the problem goes beyond just two people. It affects who can become king or queen. The monarchy is not celebrity theater. Celebrity theater means performances and drama by famous people for entertainment. It is a constitutional institution built on bloodlines and law. Constitutional institution means an organization that's part of how the government works, established by law. Built on bloodlines means based on family connections, who is related to whom. Titles, inheritance, and public funding all depend on legitimacy. Inheritance means what gets passed down, who gets what when someone dies. Public funding means money from taxes, from the government, from citizens. If children placed in the line of succession were born under undisclosed circumstances, the consequences are not symbolic. Placed in means put in, given a position in. Undisclosed circumstances means hidden conditions, situations that weren't revealed. Symbolic means just representing something only meaningful as an idea. This sentence says that consequences are real and serious, not just symbolic. They are structural. Structural means affecting the foundation, the basic system, how everything is organized. According to source claims, internal discussions are already taking place. Internal discussions means private conversations among people inside the organization. Legal advisors, constitutional experts, quiet contingency planning. Legal advisors means lawyers who give advice. Constitutional experts means people who know the law about how monarchy and government work. Quiet means private, not public. Contingency planning means preparing for possible problems, making backup plans. Not because a verdict has been reached. A verdict means a decision, a judgment about what's true, but because the risk can no longer be ignored. Risk means danger, possibility of something bad happening. This is the line that cannot be crossed. The line means boundary, limit, cannot be crossed, means must not be violated, is absolutely forbidden to go beyond. Once bloodlines are questioned, the entire structure feels the tremor. Bloodlines means family connections, who is related to whom. The entire structure means the whole system, the complete organization. Feels the tremor means experiences the shake, senses the danger. A tremor is a shake, a vibration, like a small earthquake. Asterisk, asterisk. If you want to stay updated as this story develops, you absolutely must subscribe to Royal Daily Report. We're covering this story like no other channel. Hit subscribe now and don't miss what happens next. Asterisk, asterisk, and now there is only silence. No denials. Denials means statements saying something isn't true. No legal threats. Legal threats means warnings from lawyers that they'll sue. No public reassurances from a couple known for carefully crafted messaging. Public reassurances means statements meant to make the public feel better and stop worrying. Carefully crafted messaging means statements that are planned, written, and edited very carefully. The absence is striking. Absence means lack of something, something missing. Striking means noticeable, remarkable. In environments where image is everything, silence is rarely confidence. Environment means situations, contexts. Image means how you appear to others, your reputation. Rarely means not often, almost never. Confidence means certainty, being sure of yourself. It is calculation or fear. Calculation means careful planning, figuring out the best move. Fear means being afraid of consequences. Behind the scenes, sources claim contingency.